It's chilly. Don't know how this one's gonna come out. Let's put my blanket on, it's a bit chilly. Phone's gonna keep bleeping. Bloody WhatsApp. Don't think this will be too long anyway. But I'll start when I see some people on. What's that? Hi. It's not a chat about you know who, Q, but I will mention something at the end because I don't think this will be a long chat because obviously something's dropped, which ties into something else. Not that I've really been checking today because I wasn't really going to talk about him thinking, oh, he's not dropped, and then he goes and drops. So it might sound a bit daft saying to people, don't think with your brain, think with your heart. I'm probably going to freeze. It's this phone. Oh, can't wait to get sorted, but I'll just have to carry on talking. Is it all right now? Because I just watched somebody called, what channel was it? Hi. It was a channel called Fearless Soul, and it was called Follow Your Heart, Not Your Brain. Hi. Yeah, follow your heart, your brain is stupid. And it sounds a bit weird not to listen to your brain because your brain's stupid and listen to your heart. And he was sort of saying your heart came first, then your brain. It probably sounds really weird, but if you go and watch it, it makes sense because it's like I was saying the other day, your gut feelings you don't get them from your brain. You get them from your heart and you feel it. Like I think you feel, like your intuition, your soul, vibrations, that gut feeling comes from your heart because you feel it. Here, you don't feel it in your head, if you get what I mean. And let me see what I've wrote down because I'm a bit half asleep. What was I saying? Yeah, and I just think all this stuff we've been talking about, mainstream media and all that sort of stuff, how they brainwash people and how they want to get their concept out there and their propaganda, that comes from your brain. That's what they want to put in your head. And that's where some of your thoughts come from up here, that you are getting fed from that black box in the corner, and things that you see around you, like on adverts and in the newspaper and magazines and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, you know the truth, you can feel it, but it comes from your heart. It doesn't come from your head, if you know what I mean. And I do believe that's why, what did I write on here? Yeah, that's why I always say, don't do what other people want you to do what you want to do. Sometimes you might lose friends or family members sometimes because family might want you to go to a certain job or do a certain thing. And I know it's hard sometimes, but you will never be happy in life at all if you're sort of doing the thing from your brain because you're living in fear, because you're living in fear from your family, whoever it is or whatever it is that's been telling you, oh, don't do that because this might happen and this might happen. Sometimes it's hard along the way to do things you've got to do if that's a job and that, but if you're not doing something from the heart, whatever it is, a relationship, a job, whatever, you will never be truly happy, because if you're not doing something you love, you're not living like your divine potential or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and it's like society standards discourage discourage us from our intuition, from following our heart. But we must act on divine inspiration, as otherwise the low vibrations come in. That's when people get depressed. When you're not living your life in the divine inspiration of something you'd love to do, and even if that's a job, you will never be happy. And that's why I think a lot of people get depressed. And that's why I believe society today, you know, with all the batshit crazy stuff going on, it's all about suppression, everything about free speech. They don't want you to have free speech. You can't do this, you can't say that, and they're pushing it and pushing it at the minute. We all know why. But it's to suppress. Even that ideology wants to suppress. Who wants to live under suppression? You can't express your divine inspiration anywhere. If you're being told what to think, if you're being told what to think, what to do all the time, and you can't release your heart of your divine inspiration of what you would like to do and how you want to think coming from here, how the hell would you ever be happy? So today I was listening to a few things. It is true, and that's why today these elites entities want us suppressed in every way, because they want us thinking what they want us to think, to keep us suppressed, doing jobs they want us to do for them so they can earn money, earn more money from us. Like when I said go and watch Seven yesterday, Solutionaries Media Network, she said it right there. She got work stolen off her, that she'd be one of the richest women in the world if anyone went to see it, with her inspiring ideas she got from her brother who died, who was spiritual. We're all spiritual people, whether you believe it or not. And they stole that idea off her because, yeah, they want the idea to make the money, but they didn't put the hard work in, did they? They didn't have the experience that she had, you know, not a good experience from her brother dying and stuff, but it gave her the boost to do it and do it from love, from here. She put all that effort in. She put all her energy in that, and they took it and used it. So they made the money, and she didn't. It's not good, and that's why they're doing what they're doing today. It's to suppress us from living in love and the way we want to live and the way we want to express ourselves from love, though. You know, with creating stuff, because I was sat today sketching this out, and I'm going to try and paint it. I can paint a bit in watercolours, but I'm not very good at acrylics, but I'm going to give it a bash because I like creating, and I do think as spiritual beings having a physical experience, so the things we can touch and feel and smell and all that around us, I do think we are creative souls, whether you believe it or not. You're creating your life every day, and every day, and they're trying to suppress us from that, because I think a lot comes from it, but it's got to come from love as well. If you're doing something you love, as in, you can creating doesn't mean you're painting or making jewellery or whatever. You can be creating in a business you want to do, as long as it's being used for the good and it's coming from the heart. And if you love that job you're doing, or painting, creating painting, or creating your career or whatever it is, if it comes from love and it's something you love, you will enjoy it and it won't feel like work. But they want things to feel hard, to feel like work, to keep us suppressed and depressed. That's how they want it. No, we are not merely humans that have spiritual experience, but rather spiritual beings who are having, we're spiritual beings having a human experience, and we want to experience the physical world, but we should be able to create in our physical world. But they don't want us. Yeah, we were given talents. All of us were given talents, whether you believe it or not. And people say, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. Yes, you can. Look around you today, how they're suppressing us. They're trying to make the generation, make it count. They're trying to make the generations to come not knowing who they are. And this is happening. That's why you're getting gang fighting and all this. Who they are, all this shit they're pumping out. Gang fighting and all this. All sorts of different scenarios they're doing to keep us not knowing who we are, suppressed, downtrodden. At the minute, whites have got to feel bad about things that might have happened in the past, and what people don't realise is history's a lie anyway. Keeping people in guilt. It's pathetic. All this stuff that's going on, because they don't want us to be in love, but the world is changing. but that's how they want us to be, suppressed. So don't always think of being creative as, oh, I'm not creative of you, you do this. Everyone's creative every day. You create your life the way you want it every day in your business or whatever it is. But if you're following the right path of your heart that you really want to do it, then yeah, it is a form of control, and we know that's what they're doing. Everything done is to control us, to control you away from living a life of happiness, basically. You know, God forbid, we're all happy. And any good ideas we do come up with, they want to steal them. Yeah, once you take care of the inside, the outside falls into place. Exactly. So you've got to really be looking at the things you're doing. And even if it's friends, don't be doing stuff. I've said this in past videos. Don't be doing stuff because a friend wants you to do it, or you're bothered about what people think, because that's one of the biggest things. That's what they always put out there. You know, it's materialistic world, and you've got to be bothered about what people think of you, what you're wearing, because everyone's looking at you. Who gives a stuff? Who gives a stuff? Who cares? The only person who knows the truth is you. Stuff everybody else, even if it's a friend. And if the friends that care about that sort of stuff, what you're wearing and this, that, and all that stupid, shitty material stuff, they're not really good friends, are they? At the end of the day, you don't have to spend that much time with them. But I thought, right, well, I got drawing this today, and I thought, right, well, I'm going to have a bash at painting it. Hi, Charmed. But have a bash at painting it, because like I said, everybody's got talents within them. You've got to unleash them. They want you to just think you're good at nothing, because that's what they're trying to do today. And it's on 18 again. That's what they want us to do. Keep us suppressed, thinking you can't do anything, you're incapable. We need control, and we need to be told what to do. So I don't know if you can see this. So I'm going to paint this. Probably looks a bit weird at the minute. A big painting, and it's got a moon behind it, and it's got a heart, because I'm going to have that sort of glowing out, a bit like your aura or something. Thank you. And she's got like a crystal crown on, stars, but I don't know what it's going to come out like. I just sort of drew it when I was sat on the bed today while I was relaxing, because it's all about positive vibes, and this was quite a positive picture. But obviously when it's painted up, hopefully it'll turn out all right. But I'm going to have a bash at it, because you can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it. I've also just seen this video. Some of you might not like. He's quite crude and all that, and he just says things, but I like him, and he likes Trump, and he's a bit like Trump. And it was, what was he called? Just let me find the video that I was watching. It was called, oh God, what was he called? He was called, I'm trying to write things down and then I can't find him. It was a video. Oh, where it is. Is it? It was a video of a guy called, there it is. Hi. Terry Tyler on YouTube. And the video he did, I think there's a few of them, but there's a video he did called Intro to Dan Penner, 8 hours will change your life. He's a billionaire or whatever, and you might be thinking, and you'll watch him, but halfway through it, because it's quite a long thing, but he's very interesting in what he says. You might think, oh, he's a hard man, and funny enough, he lives in a castle in Scotland called, wait for it, QLA. And he's got lots of frogs dotted about his house, which I thought was a bit, if anyone's on the same wavelength as me, I thought it was a bit strange. But anyway, in his house, he has done hunting, and he's got things that he's hunted, so some people might not like that, but you've just got to listen to him. And he did say about his hunting, how he got over that and this, that, and the other. And he has a wall of like fame and shame. And Trump's on it, and Hitler's on it, and different people. It's interesting when you listen to him, because he says he always does things with that are ethical, moral, and legal. A bit like Trump, legal. And he was brought up in a strong way in them generations, and that's why he just comes out with it straight, like Trump does, like you should, instead of all this pussyfooting around like mad asses of today. And he calls, the snowflakes out and say the snowflakes, need to get tough. And at first I was like, oh God, but he's what he's saying is right. And he's even got on his desk, because he does, he helps people with helping the businesses and stuff. But on his desk, the little thing you have on your desk with your name on it, or saying director of or whatever. Yeah, men should be allowed to be men. He's a tough old guy. He's older, but he's brilliant. It said on it, instead of his name and what he is, it said, fucker in charge of the fucking fucks. And I thought, sorry for my language, but I thought, oh God, that's so funny. He doesn't care. He's just like, I'm saying it, either get over it or go and cry in a corner, because that's what's wrong with today. We're all mad ass bloody snowflakes, get offended by everything. But he does it in that manner to toughen up, because he had things happen to him when he was younger that you might think, bloody hell, some kids need that today, but it toughens you up and makes you a stronger person. You know, people go on about bullying today. There's sort of two flip sides of bullying if you think about it. Toughening you up, and then too many of them getting too mad today with being offended at everything. If you get what I'm saying, there's bullying and there's two flip sides of it, if you know what I'm saying, if you get what I mean, if you get the drift. But it was just inspiring. But one of the things that caught me that he said somewhere in the middle, I haven't finished it off yet, was you've got to do what you love. Because he said all these people wanting holidays and all this, that, and the other. He said, yeah, it's great to have all that, but he said that's because people are in jobs and things like that in their life, but they don't like it. They're not in love with what they do. They want to get away. But he said if you love something, it doesn't feel like a job, does it? In whatever section of your life, of whatever that is, it doesn't feel like something you hate and you want to run away from. You shouldn't feel like that. Our lives shouldn't be like that. You know, we should be loving what we're doing. But they make it so hard today, but it is part of the agenda, or so say was part of the agenda. But it was just, I just wanted to come on, I just wanted to do a short one, just to say, that's what I was saying, follow your heart, not your brain, because we get fed a lot in our brain, and we, you know, like I said, off the TV and things we're seeing now, but try and go off your feelings of your heart, because you know when something's right, you feel it, and you know when something's wrong, you feel it. And normally, the things I've learned is I've gone against that sometimes, and it's not worked out. You know, relationship, job, be whatever it is, it's never worked out, because I knew really I was going against this, and I was thinking with this more like in the fear state, because that is another thing they try and keep us in. They try and keep us in fear, because there's all this stuff going on now, and yes, you know, a lot of it's true, but a lot of it's to put us in fear, because intuition or institutions, they're saying, a lot of things they do pump out as well to keep us in fear, because it's all about control. They don't want us to like grow our wings again and set ourselves free and be in the divine, you know, living in a divine inspiration of creating, because I do believe we are here to create our lives and be abundant in whatever we do, and everyone should have that. Because I didn't really want to go on the Q train today. Too many people like to be victims. The UK is going down the pan massively. Yeah, people keep saying that. There's shit happening, but in the end, we will get there. I believe that. Out of chaos comes calm. We have to have chaos to see the shit that's going on, because the chaos will start waking people up. As horrible as the chaos is, we the people have the power. We hold it. They know that. It's because we've been sleeping. But all this chaos we're seeing at the minute, even though, like I said, it's not nice, people are getting hurt and worse. But out of the chaos comes the calm. And we are all standing together, because, like I said, I see it globally through YouTube and everywhere, and the other channels that I go on. Like We the People 24/7 with the Q train that I'm on, and there's Australians on there, there's English, there's Irish, there's mixture of everybody on there globally, all talking about the same thing. Hive mind gets out everywhere. Yeah, it's a global movement, as I keep telling everyone. Q is a global movement. It's everywhere. That's why I keep telling people to go and have a look at it. And I didn't know, apparently, John, you know, the one we don't speak the name of, McCain, has passed away. Now, what was this? He stopped his so-called, was it brain cancer? Because I don't believe he had it. Treatment. And then did he die a day after or 2 days after? And then what's just been tweeted? Not tweeted, sorry, what's just been dropped? Suicide Week. Woo-hoo-hoo! So, I don't know if he did die, faked his death, or actually took a cyanide tablet or something. Something's going on. And it's Suicide Week, because we know what happened last time Suicide Week came up, or weekend. No, I think it was weekend last time. Suicide Week. Well, let's see about that one. And it's funny how that's just happened. I was warming up, and now Suicide Week's coming up. Yep, hang them high. Yeah, traitors. So it's getting a bit interesting, and I know everyone has the theories on. I've not been looking at it a lot today. I'll get back into it this week. Everyone's got their conspiracies on the McStain theory of like, did he die, or have they took him? Have they took him to Gitmo? Has he took a cyanide pill? Did he actually die? Suicide is. Well, they're going to do it themselves, aren't they, or whatever, because they need to, because they're not, some of them aren't really going to, they'll probably do it themselves, because some of them aren't really going to want to be tried, are they? They don't want to go to prison and for everyone to see what they've actually done, which is not that good for us, because I'd like them to be seen to the world for what they are and live a life locked up. Do you know what I mean? Easy way out the other way. But you know what I'm saying, and I'm talking about the evil ones, not normal people. They've done that to normal people, made them feel like that sometimes, made people to bully people to take their lives. It's them that need to go. Q, Suicide Weekend, hands up. Suicide or arrests? Yeah, suicide or arrests. Which one are you going to take? And if anyone's just popped on, we are talking about the evil entities, you know. So, yeah, no name. McStain traitor, exactly. The gods of the Liberals, the traitors are. Yeah, so that's interesting. I don't know if there's been any drops since then, but obviously he's dropped, so he's probably gonna be dropping again. But yeah, that's just interesting. But we know things are going on because that's just happened. Like I said, Gitmo's warming up. The guards are down there. Trump's going on about the economy, and that's good. Nigel Farage, I've even seen talking today or whenever it was about how our population in the UK has gone up with immigrants coming in and then kids being born and all that sort of thing. And I'm a bit like, yep. Got my theories on that. I've got my theories on Nigel Farage anyway. Yeah, get your popcorn ready. It's going to be a big week. Yep, it's going to be a big week. If no one's on the Q train, you probably won't get what we're talking about. But yeah, I was like, oh, I'll just have a relaxing day today because there's probably going to be no Q post and I'm not really going to talk about it today. And then he goes and drops one. So, and the only other thing is, the guy that I've just told you to go and watch, if you're interested in going watching it, was, who did I say it was? Tyler, yes, released the unredacted reports. Whoop whoop. Terry Tyler, YouTube channel. Yeah, and JFK Jr. to turn up. He will make an appearance. He will. Terry Tyler, intro to Dan Penner. 8 hours will change your life. Go and watch it. He's got Trump on his wall, but he actually did a chat on Trump. I don't know what it was called, Dad. 2 years ago, saying, and he just says it as it is. He was like, Trump's going to rock the world. Trump's going to rock the world. And this guy's like, what do you mean he's going to rock the world? He went, he's going to rock the world. And he is a bit like Trump. He just says it as it is. Trump's going to rock the world. And I thought, he's definitely rocking the world. Yes, JFK Jr. Yeah, well, there's the, on the 9th of September, the Trump war film's supposed to be coming out. I'm wondering if he might be, because I think it's war against the media. I'm wondering if he might make an appearance in that. And then I reckon it'll come out this year. Yeah, the dismantling of the global corruption. Yep. But yeah, it's starting to get interesting now, isn't it? But that's all I really wanted to say. You've got to try and do things from love and from your divine inspiration, and don't let anyone tell you any different. Yeah. 11/11, very interesting. But yeah, I just wanted to do a short one, so I'm going to try and have a go at because you never know, if I got good with stuff and Trump brings these trading, things in, I might be able to trade better with the USA and other places. But I'm going to have a go at painting this because my dad paints as well. Yeah, well, they said November, didn't they? I think the parade's going to stay with the parade. Hi, sunshine, Savannah, hello. I'm just going in a minute. Yeah, I think the parade, he might show himself in, 11/11, because we know 11/11 stands for the Great Awakening. So November, they were going to do the parade for the veterans and that, the military, even though he said he might have put it back, but I don't think he will. I watched Bob Rose paint. I'll have to look. Yeah, I do watch a lot of people painting and stuff. But I think he's going to make an appearance this year. And it's like me and my dad always talk about it. There's too much evidence going on about the JFK Jr. thing, being alive and everything. It's there's too much. And nobody, I don't care what anyone says, Q has not said it's not real. He just said only Q. Didn't say anything else. No one else. The woman, oh God, I can't remember what her name is, who's still reporting on it now. Somebody, Kellyanne, something or other. She's coming up with more stuff as well, and it's just like, wow. Yeah, and there's Sessions, and people are going on about Jeff Sessions, and should we be trusting him? And I trust in the plan. And if it looks like they're fighting or something's going on, it's part of the plan. It's part of the show they're putting on in front of everyone. Yeah, release Julian Assange. So I've got the Seth Rich, Julian Assange, all this stuff, It's just people, you just can't make this shit up, can you? Yeah, disinformation, that's been said as well. There was need of disinformation as well. Yes, the Mirror. So it's starting to get interesting, people. It's starting to warm up a bit. I know it gets dangerous when things start to warm up. That's why I've said to people, when everyone's saying, oh, this country's going down, UK's going down, Spain's going down. Yeah, they are. I believe they'll come back up because, a certain somebody knows what's going on. And they are rebelling in other countries. Not that they, like I said, they don't report on it. They're rebelling in the Middle East as well, but they won't report on it because they do not want us to know good things are happening, because they want to keep us in fear. And they actually want us all to kick off as well. That's why they're pushing all this stuff out there, because the stuff you're seeing is batshit crazy and half of it's probably not true. They have to put it out because they want us to all kick off. We will if it comes down to it, but that is what they want. They want war. We're in war with mainstream media at the minute, like I keep saying. They're the biggest, roadblocks at the minute, because they're just not reporting on nothing. Yeah, people have woken up at last. It's amazing. It's like I said, it's not even about the Q movement. That woke a big majority up. Like I said, it was a few weeks ago, it was 380 million people around the globe. Might not seem like a lot, who are on to Q, who are looking at Q. Who have they told? And then there's 5,000 plus a day waking up to Q every day. Who are they telling? Who are they red pilling? It just goes on and on and on and on and on. Hi. It's crazy. Yeah, batshit crazy it is. But we've got to stand strong. We are united around the globe, and I know we are through people who come in here, and I know other people that I talk to, other people are coming in on people's platforms, and if you're looking in the right places, you will see what's going on. And if anyone's interested in going over to the American channel, where we've just had on today Daddy Dragon from England, who's all on the Constitution thing that we should know about, the Constitution and the Magna Carta and all that sort of stuff. He's on there now and again. We've got Gran Torino goes on there, who's from Ireland, that Reverend Simon Sideways has had a chat to. There's Australians on there reporting now of what's going on in Australia and what they're seeing around the world. It is called We the People 24/7 Soapbox. It's an American channel, and they talk about a lot of news in America, but they do get bits off us in England, because there's a lot of England patriots in the chat over there, all over the globe over there, getting stuff out. But it is a Q channel. but you can still go in chat and check it out and see what's going on over there. Yes, it is. Yeah, We the People 24/7 soapbox, and it's live 24 hours a day. So you can jump in any time around the world and stuff, and they have different slots. Sometimes they're just talking, waiting for drops to talk about different things, but you know, they have a Discord as well. Yeah, 35,000 HSI arrests. There's loads of arrests going on, paedophiles, loads of different things going on, but mainstream media are not reporting on it, people. So we can't see the good because they're not reporting on it. But there's loads of arrests going. There's going to be suicides this week with the, you know, the evil ones, as we've just had one, we think. You know, it's either that or he's going to Gitmo, because like I said, there's 100 and odd guards gone down to Gitmo Bay, getting that warmed up for a few people. I love you is a magical spell. Yes, it is. The word love is magical. The whole thing about love is that's what we all are. But they've tried to break it down. Because if you look around you, they've took that love aspect away, that God aspect away, whatever you want to call it, from the younger generations as well, thinking that nothing matters and it doesn't matter. Just be for yourself all the time. Be for yourself all the time. Don't give a toss about people around you. Yeah, we're missing our hearts. You know, they're trying to freeze them not to feel anything because they don't feel anything. They don't feel nothing. They're not about love. Well, love is magic because it's a very strong, it is an emotion, but it's a very strong presence. Yeah, a lot of people neglected the hearts because, like I said to this intro, you've been thinking with your brain, people, with what you think you want, what you're being told off the TV and everything, and other people around you. Shut them out, switch that off, and think with your heart and feel it. And if you know something's not right, it's because it isn't. And if you know something is, it's because it is. Islam will not take over. What's it say? The UK would no. In the end, that'll all disappear because it's not what people want. People don't want to be suppressed. You know, if people want to be suppressed in any sort of whatever, they just need to go on a little island with themselves and just live happily suppressed. We are not built. I know we are not built spiritual beings in a physical form. We are not built to be suppressed. If we did, we would never evolved. Like people moan about the past and this happened, that happened. We know history is a lie, and we evolved from things. We might have all done. We didn't do things, but generations back might have done bad things. But we've evolved to know that's, you know, not right because it's your moral compass, and that's what it's about. Like Martin Luther King said, you know, it's about the content of character inside. It's not about the colour of your skin or this, that and the other, how much money you've got. It's about the content of character. People say money is evil. It can be the root of evil, but then again, it's not. It's how you use that money. You can, you know, put your money to use. You can have millions. As long as you put that money to use for helping humanity in different things, that's a good thing. It's when you start using it to destroy stuff, and that's what they've been doing. But yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, it's their agenda to keep us at war, to keep us fighting. Yeah, money is an amplifier to a greedy mind, and it can destroy you in a sense unless you learn that you can have money to live, you can have money to have nice things and stuff, but if you've got that much money, share it with the world to give back. It's about giving as well. You can use it for the good to help humanity. Yeah, it is, but these days at the minute we do need money, but it's how you use it, and these people use it for war and so on and all this stuff that we know about. So I'm going to go because it was just a short one to say, you know, think with your heart, and don't think you can't ever do anything because you can. Yeah, we are living in dark times, but the light is a coming. It's here, it's coming, it's working. You've got to have, you know, hope in your heart. It is here. And get creative, people. Let your divine inspirations flow. It doesn't mean you have to be drawing and stuff. It could just be, you know, your business or something. Yeah, war equals money. It does, but like I said, that's how they use it. If I had a lot of money, I wouldn't use it for war. I'd use it to help humanity. I wouldn't need, what do you need billions for? But you can help people to live a better life. Lots of people. And I just heard something, I won't get the name out, I don't know what it is. Someone told me to watch something, and it was something I think people have come across where I can't even say how many billions, I don't even know what the numbers were on it. Billions, not even billions, they're more than billions, whatever that money is, of this money they've taken, that actually the whole world would be rich if we all had it. And if the whole world had the same thing, what would you use it for? But anyway, I'm burbling on now. So yeah, I'm going to go, and I shall see you soon, because I only wanted to come on for a little bit. The Lord said he is the light, life and the truth. Yeah. Oh, that was another thing I wanted to say. Truth is one of the biggest things they fear as well. Truth is what we are as well. Love, truth, love and light is what we are. Yeah, more zeros than you can imagine. Truth, love and light. If you're speaking truth, you're speaking love. Because these people lie. Yeah, we are all Q. Like I said, that thing that guy was doing, it was called QLA, so that was weird. Thank you. Yeah, I'll always be making videos. I need to get a new thing because this is rubbish. I like making videos because I just like talking, as you can tell. I like connecting with people. I like talking truth of what I think, you know, what I'm seeing. And I'm a creative person, and I think it's a bit creative to be on here sometimes. So I'm going to get doing my painting, and I'll probably show you that in a few days when I get round to doing some of it. So I'll see you soon. Bye.